Hey everybody, it's Javad. It's a chilly California morning, about 55 degrees outside I think. I'm in the wood shop nice and early. I wanted to show you guys the latest project I'm working on. It's the Pretty Persuasions, the Coax project for Indiana 2018. And here it is. I'm getting ready to do a glue up of all the braces, but I'm kind of pleased with how they turned out. So I wanted to show you all the pieces and how they fit together. So let's see if I can kind of get a good angle here. Alright, so this is the Kerfed enclosure that I built. You probably saw some of those pictures if you haven't. Again, this is solid poplar, and I glued all the kerfs with some Loctite construction adhesive, and it seems to be working really well. I let it dry for about 3 days and the clamps just fell off, so that was a good sign. Here's the mid-range enclosure. So this is sort of like the reverse horn concept I've used a few times. The idea is there are very few to no parallel surfaces. Sound waves go in, diffract, and are absorbed by dampening material. So this sits right about there. And there's a series of braces that go inside to strengthen it. So these have a semicircular cutout for the 8-inch woofer that will be in here. As you can see, everything fits nice and tight. This is a brace in the middle. There's a brace about every 4 inches along the length of the enclosure. So this should be a very rigid, non-resonant enclosure. And as you can see, these braces, they weigh nothing. So I'm not adding a ton of weight, but I'm adding a lot of strength. Let's see. And this brace has a cutout for the mid-range enclosure, which slides neatly there. And then I'm basically doubling up the baffle where the woofer goes, the 8-inch. That slides in here. And then this is the plate that the ports go into. I'm using cardboard. These will be have two 2.5 inch. As you can see, there's a receiver groove here. And it's a perfect fit. And so there's 2 of these. Neat thing about this design is I'll leave the back off till the very end, and then I'll clamp the back on, and then I can measure the port tuning frequency and resonance and do all my measurements with that before I finalize the port length. Then I'll finish. Once I'm finalized, I'll glue the back on and be done with it. And I don't know if you can see the detail here, but there's a little bit of lip here. So what happens is this gets glued to the back of the baffle, and then I later drill a hole and I use a flush trim bit to get a perfect trim port, and then I'll do a round over on that, which is my usual technique. And so this goes in the back. So you can get a look at how everything goes together. And the baffle will be nice and thick as a result. And here's the other side. All right, thanks for listening. You know, this type of bracing is, I take pride in it. It's not necessary per se. Probably have about 8 hours into doing these braces. But I love the way it turned out, and I know that it looks as good on the inside as it will on the outside. So anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for following, guys.